Hey guys, so if you don't know my story, about 2.5 years ago, on my 48th birthday, I quit drinking alcohol. And I see online everywhere now that everybody's trying it and sober curious and all this kind of stuff. And I find myself leaving little comments that are helpful. So I thought I would do a post here. If you are sober curious or looking at quitting it, the things that helped me in hopes that they may help you. So the first thing I did is I never once said, I'm never going to drink again. It's too overwhelming, and honestly, I didn't know if I could do it. So I started with a 30-day challenge, which I had done before and had always gone back to drinking. So this particular time, I don't know, I just really wanted a change. So I got to 30 days, and at the end of 30 days, instead of saying let's do 60, I just, for some reason, said I'm going to do 90 days. And I think one of the reasons is because in my entire adult life, I had never gone 90 days without drinking, which is wild. And that encouraged me to do it. Now, what happened at 90 days, I was not expecting. So I encourage anybody to go for 90 days for this reason. First and foremost, pretty much any occasion that you associate with drinking, you will deal with within 90 days. Like whether it's a birthday or, an upsetting moment or a lunch with particular friends or whatever, you'll probably deal with that over those 90 days. And once you get through something the first time, then you know it's possible. And it becomes much easier. So I committed to 30 days, then 90 days. Then when I got to 90 days, I honestly really wasn't missing it. So I'm like, why would I go back at this point? So I was like, screw it, I'm going to do 1 year. And then definitely within the year, I had done, New Year's, birthdays, celebrations, vacations, like everything alcohol free. And again, once you do it once, you realize it becomes easier. Now, how did I get through the 90 days and the 1 year? There obviously comes sticking points where it's an occasion where you normally drink. So I always, this is the best thing I think anybody can do, is I always played it forward in my mind. So if we were out and like my thing was wine and champagne, and if somebody had like a crisp, ice cold glass of champagne and it's somewhere where I would normally have it, it's tempting. Like those were the moments that were tempting. Like it wasn't tempting all day, every day, like at all, but there was moments. And so I played it forward in my mind, and it would look like this. Like I could have it. Like I have free will. Like nobody's stopping me but me. But if I have one, I'm going to have two. Now I could stop at two. But if I stop at two, I'm just going to be kind of tired for the rest of the day. So what's the freaking point? But if I keep going, then that nice initial fun buzz is going to turn into getting messy and sloppy and drunk. Then it's going to ruin my sleep. Then I'm going to feel kind of mad at myself the next day. And it's honestly just not worth it. So play it forward in your mind. And additionally, recognize them as moments. Like you're not going to want it all day, every day. It's the same thing with like food that is bad for you, right? Like they're just moments and they're cravings. Just recognize them as exactly what they are. The other thing is you have to believe that you can do it. And so for me, what I did is I read a lot of stories and watched a lot of YouTube videos on people who had done it, and people who were way, way worse than I was. Like I wasn't a falling down, like drinking vodka in the morning type of drinker. I just had champagne and wine as a very, very, very regular part of my lifestyle. But I looked at the stories of other people who were in pretty rough shape, who had done it. And I'm like, my God, if they can go from that to living a completely sober and happy lifestyle, then for sure I can do it, right? So anyway, that's really it. Play it forward in your mind. Start with 30 days, go to 90, put it into bite-sized increments, and you gotta frickin' believe you can do it. So I hope that helps. If you have questions, you can leave a comment and I'm happy to answer them.